Hey there, hi, my name is Arlene Bishop. I'm a performing songwriter. I'm a newly diagnosed autistic person with even newer diagnosed ADHD, and I'm here in my studio and I'm exploring what it means to be an artist on the spectrum. And I'm wearing my headphones today because, I don't know, it's been a really stimulating week. It's been a really stimulating week, and I think I want to make a video in this way that I don't want to edit things. I just want to talk about what's going on. So, yeah, actually I'm going to bring my microphone a little bit closer to me to make it a little, there we go. Because I want to be calmer. Oh yeah, sorry about that noise. There you go. How's that? You know, what if I could have like a nice FM radio voice, right? Like, oh, I can't, gotta adjust this. Oh, dude, what is it? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. How does that go? There you go. Is that in the frame? Oh, it doesn't matter. Does it matter, Arlene? I don't know if it really matters. Okay, what was I talking about? Did I do my introduction? I did my introduction. I'm a little scattered. See, you can see that I'm a little scattered because it's been a really stimulating week, stimulating few days, stimulating couple of months. You know, I made a record called Coping Mechanism, which was dealing with me figuring out what was going on in my brain. And it's got a lot of imagery it's pretty imagery, a lot of nature in there. I did that to keep myself calm. It's a thing that I've had to do many times in my life, is figure out how to keep myself calm, figure out how to keep myself grounded. Because I can really go up into my head and really worry too much. Like it's just me. I can really feel things and really, it's too intense. I can't manage it. I think I can manage it, but I don't think I really can. I just get really super freaked out about things. And I isolate and I don't sleep and I don't take care of myself. I watch, social media. I watch what's going on because that's what it is. These days, right now, it has to do with current events. It has to do with political events. Because that has been my special interest for, I don't know, maybe about 15 years now. I started watching a local politician who was dishonest. And I got involved in what he was doing. And from there, I got involved in the doings of another politician in the U.S. And I really was galled by that guy. Yeah, sort of keeping an eye on him. I have to be careful about what I'm saying. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to keep talking. So I hope that's okay. I guess you'll let me know. Please give me a comment if you've been watching my videos and seeing what I've been doing. Let's just try it this way. Tell me, does it work this way? What am I talking about? I'm talking about watching this guy who just really has been just galling me. His behavior has galled me for years. Galled, what a funny word, galled. Galled. I have found his behavior to be upsetting because of the lies. He's a liar. And all right, what I was just about to say is I have to be careful what I'm saying, because even now, even though I'm not saying anybody's name, you know who I'm talking about. And the reason why it's important, a couple days ago, I've been dropping these videos every day because my 60th birthday is coming up. I'm dropping these videos every day. And I talked about this one particular cat, talking about him being a bully. And I had his name attached to the video at first. And I posted it, and I got a comment, and it was a nice comment. It was a great comment, which I thought, yay, somebody saying that they identified with what I was saying. And I thought, great, that's what I want. I want to meet other people. I want to connect with other people who feel the same way that I do. Not exclusively the same way that I do, but I want to build out my community. Now that I found out I'm autistic, I want to build out my community. I've been a little bit isolated. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and then I got another comment. And I'm so excited when I get comments, This is a new channel, it's just little. And when I get a comment, I just feel like a huge success story. So I get another comment, I think 2 on one video, amazing. So I log in and I look at this comment and it's horrible. It's a really nasty comment defending the bully. As if the bully needs defenders. But okay, all right, okay. I delete that comment, which I will. I will delete all nasty comments. And I mute that person, which I really have a problem with because I do believe in free speech, but I don't believe in free speech saying horrible things about people. And I don't know. Yeah, okay, maybe me calling somebody a bully is a horrible thing to say about somebody. Is it a horrible thing to say about somebody? You tell me. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe bullies are just supposed to be left alone. You're not supposed to call them bullies because that's mean. But that's gaslighters. That's exactly what gaslighters do. They want the victim to feel like the perpetrator. That is so gross. It's disgusting and it's a tactic and I don't like it. Anyway, okay, so then I get another comment. And now, it's 50-50. I had the one nice comment and then I had the one really rude comment. So it's like 50-50. Could go either way. Which way is it going to go? So I log in and I read the comment and it's a stupid comment. Just a stupid comment. Which I kind of laughed because I thought, are you trying to be clever? This is not a clever comment. This is not a clever comment, but it was rude. So delete, mute. I thought, oh man, now I'm going to have to be the delete mute police. But I think I got to do that. I mean, obviously I have to do that because I want it to be a safe place. If you want to leave a comment and you want to talk to me, I want it to be a safe place. I don't want people to get flamed. I don't want me to get flamed, and I don't want anybody else to get flamed either. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so that guy. So that's been up in my head. It's really been up in my head. I don't understand. I don't. Although I kind of do understand. I mean, they've been mistreated, I think, for decades, for generations, actually. You want to get deep? Am I really going to go in there? Yeah, sure, Arlene, let's go in there. I'm going to just go in with my stream of consciousness, which is not totally, it's not like I haven't thought about this stuff before. So I'm just going to throw it out there and see what you think. People for decades, for generations, have been gaslit into thinking that abuse is love. I don't know, should I have put a trigger warning there? Yeah, people thinking that abuse is love. People thinking that being told cruel things is constructive criticism. People believing that being insulted is in their best interests, for their self-improvement. Right? People have been mistreated for generations. And it gets even worse. Trigger warning. SA coming up. People have been abused sexually in the family for generations. And right, the thing is they hide it. They cover it up because the victim feels ashamed. The perpetrator feels immune from criticism. And the victim is ashamed. And that gets passed down from generation to generation. I think that without people having the opportunity to process what has happened to them, without them having a community, a compassionate community that will hear their cries for help and actually help them, that all they can do is turn that energy inward and blame themselves, or when they see somebody that they identify with, blame that person, I think. It's something like them, something like that. I think at the very least, people can't recognize when they're being gaslit, and they don't recognize when they're being bullied. A lot of people don't recognize when they're being bullied. They think that that's love. They think that that is love. And that is a really sad thing. Yeah, it's really sad. My heart goes out to those people. Even when they're cruel, even when they lash out, my heart goes out to them. Yeah, and that's part of the problem, is that I can't just cut these people out. This is partly why I keep abreast of all these things, because, if somebody says something, I kind of feel like I want to be there to help them. Well, that's stupid actually, because I can't be there for them across the screen. They don't know that I'm there, but I don't want to blame those people. But then I have to defend myself against those people, because the way they lash out is so cruel. It's so, yeah, I guess I just want to deflect that cruelty that they have endured. They want to deflect it onto somebody else, which might be me. That's sad. That's a sad place for us to be. And I think that's because people don't get an opportunity. A lot of people don't get a lot of opportunity to process their feelings. I mean, right? How many people would just balk at the idea of seeing a therapist, of going to a shrink, of going to a counselor? They just right? How many people would say, in our family, we don't do that? Well, in my family, we do that. I'm glad I went through all the therapy that I did, even though they didn't realize that I was autistic, even though it took until a year and a half ago to find out that I was autistic, which explained a lot of mysteries, and I'm so glad that I know what I know. Okay, that's another thing. I don't want to get off on too many topics. It's pretty intense stuff. But I don't like, now that I know that I'm autistic, and I recognize what's going on in my brain, and I can now feel compassion for myself, I don't like that being weaponized against me. I don't want somebody being able to rally the troops that will contribute to my demise, and be able to do so because a bunch of people are gaslighting me into believing that they're not rallying the troops, that they're autistic, and they've just accidentally made a signal that looks like rallying the troops, that it was an accident. That's gaslighting. Oh, yeah. And gaslighting really burns my socks. Yeah, I can see it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel a bully from a mile away. I recognize a bully. I recognize a bully. Do you recognize a bully? Do you recognize gaslighting? Right? So what are we supposed to do? How do we stop bullies? How do we stop bullies? I mean, I know when we're kids, we'd say to our kids, just say stop and go and get help. Talk to a grown-up. But we're grown-ups now. Who do we say stop to? Who do we get help from? How do you stop gaslighting? Well, you talk to somebody that you trust. That's a tricky part, right? Because if you're really in a gaslighting loop, you might trust the wrong source. But if you do have a source that you do trust, you can check on reality. What is reality? And you can use the internet. Yes, the internet is filled with mistruths, but on balance, you can find the truth on the internet. You can do your research. Yep, not everybody has access to the internet. But, if you're watching this, you have access to the internet. So what are we going to do? What am I going to do to stop the bullies, to stop the gaslighting? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to communicate with you in the first place. I'm reducing my social media. I disconnected from the media sites that won't be fact-checking. I need fact-checking because it drives me crazy when I see blatant lies. Drives me crazy. Yeah, it just drives me crazy. That's it. So that's not good for my brain. So I've disconnected from those. And I'm trying to limit. I can't lie. I have been watching. I have been checking in compulsively. But I must pull back. I have to limit what it is. Maybe I just need to take a break. Yeah, actually that's what they say. Just take a break. What's that expression about when we all... Yeah, actually when we sing together. That's true. I did experience that when I made a record and I had a whole bunch of people singing with me. When we made Together Tonight, we did it live, and there were 31 of us, 32 of us, 36 of us singing together. I can't remember how many. A lot of us singing together. That you can take a breath. We take breaths at different times so that there's no gap, but you can still breathe, and we're there for each other. Yeah, so I guess that's it. So I want to be encouraging for you, and I guess I want to be encouraging for me, and thank you very much for letting me process this, because I actually feel better. I really do feel better. I had written some things. I thought about some things that I wanted to talk about. I wrote them down, but everything just felt weird because I've got this thing sitting in front of me about bullies and gaslighting. So, my name's Arlene. Thank you very much for coming by. Please, I'd love it if you left me a comment. Leave me a nice comment. If you leave me a mean comment, well, I'll delete it, but you won't have watched all the way to this point. If you're going to leave a mean comment, you would have already left it. So please leave me a nice comment. And if you'd like to subscribe, that would be great. Because I would love to build this community. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for your time. And I hope you stay well. Hope you stay hydrated. I hope you take a chance to do something nice for yourself. Take some space to breathe, to rest. All right. And I'll see you next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.